Can you provide an example of how Munro incorporates ESG?
The best examples we can show over the last couple of years, I suppose the first one on the negative side would be Facebook. Facebook is a company that we've owned in the fund for a long period of time. In fact, we've owned it pretty much since IPO, and a very successful investment for us. But ultimately over time, we have seen, these continual issues around governance, these continual issues around responsibility. And from that point of view, it has obviously come up with multiple negative alerts from some of our outside partners who look at this company for us. And what that does is it ultimately lowers the Munro quality score that we give the company, particularly around customer perception and control. And so from that point of view, that actually lowers the multiple we can pay for Facebook. And in the end has ultimately made it a less attractive investment for us over the medium term. On the flip side, if we look at a company like Thermo Fisher, which is also a long-term company fund holding, here's a company that obviously does a lot of stuff around governance in particular, has very strong management, and is very low in its carbon footprint and the way it reports it to the world. And it's obviously getting lots of positive ratings coming from our outside sources and from our own investigation. And that's obviously allowed us to raise the multiple that we're prepared to pay for Thermo Fisher, which has obviously raised the price target and made it a more attractive investment as we go into the future. The last two stages of how we do this is really to monitor these alert ratings over time. So here we're taking feed sources, as I said, from Sustainalytics, which is an external party, and also from other sources to really create alerts as to whether we see something that might change the rating that we've put on a company. And were that to happen, we would move to adjust our price target and adjust our risk-reward characteristics for companies. And then lastly, of course, we look at this from the whole portfolio level, where we judge the quality of our portfolio on ESG metrics versus the peer group. And from that point of view, we've consistently rated in the first and second quartile there when we look at the overall portfolio. And so from that point of view, we feel we are considering this in our investment process. It doesn't completely dominate our investment process, but we are considering it. And most importantly, that allows us to sign up to UNPRI to effectively prove that we are looking at these ESG characteristics every single time we look at an investment company, and also every single time we have an investment meeting.